Have you ever wondered what truly makes an older man irresistibly attractive, not just to younger women, but to everyone around him? What is it about certain men that captivates others without them even trying? Is it their calm confidence, their mysterious restraint, or the way they seem to move through life with purpose and self-assuredness? In this video, we're diving deep into the secrets that set these men apart, traits that go far beyond superficial appearances or financial success. By the end, you'll not only understand why these qualities are so magnetic, but also how to embody them in your own life. Stay tuned as we reveal the allure of being a man who doesn't lay all his cards on the table, the irresistible power of calm confidence, and why not chasing makes you unforgettable, how prioritizing yourself and setting boundaries commands respect and admiration, why financial stability paired with firm boundaries is more attractive than wealth alone, the art of creating meaningful connections without oversharing or overgiving. Each of these insights will challenge you to rethink what it means to be attractive, confident, and truly desirable, no matter your age. Let's unlock the secrets together, so make sure you watch until the very end. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now, let's get started. 1. The enigma of a man who defies deciphering. There is a profound and irresistible allure in the presence of a man who cannot be easily unraveled. For many young women, the most powerful draw to an older man lies in the intoxicating desire to discover the layers of his soul. You, the man who doesn't lay all his cards on the table at once, who knows the power of a well-timed silence or a subtle departure from a conversation, become a living mystery, a puzzle she feels compelled to solve. Unlike the overt transparency of younger men, whose intentions and personalities often follow predictable paths, you embody a symphony of restraint, quiet confidence, and understated allure that dances just beyond her grasp. This isn't about games or feigning aloofness. It's about the mastery of timing, the elegance of discretion, and the quiet assurance of a man who knows his worth. Every time you hold back a piece of your story, every time you leave a question unanswered or let a slight pause linger, you ignite a fire within her, a relentless curiosity that seeks to bridge the gaps in your narrative. You are, in essence, offering her the gift of anticipation, the thrill of wondering what lies behind your carefully chosen words, your reflective glances, or the serenity of your gestures. The intrigue you create is not merely an intellectual attraction, it is deeply emotional. Women are naturally drawn to mystery. It awakens a primal need to explore and understand. Psychology teaches us that the human mind is uncomfortable with ambiguity. When faced with the unknown, our imaginations race to fill in the blanks. And in those moments, when she builds a version of you in her mind, you become more than a man. You become an ideal, a magnetic force she can't resist. This process of discovery becomes intoxicating for her, as every unanswered question leads her deeper into a fascination that is uniquely yours to cultivate. Imagine this: each time you speak of your experiences, you offer glimpses without fully unveiling the whole picture. Each story you tell leaves her craving more, as if she's unraveling a novel where the most tantalizing chapters are yet to be revealed. By keeping some parts of your life sacred, by preserving your innermost thoughts for the right moment, or perhaps for no moment at all, you allow her the space to lean into her emotions, to feel genuinely captivated by the enigma you present. This delicate dance of revelation and restraint is not about control but about respect, for yourself and for the depth of connection you wish to create. A man who doesn't feel the need to reveal everything possesses an air of wisdom, a sense of depth that speaks to a life lived fully and intentionally. And for a young woman, that restraint is an irresistible magnet, pulling her closer with each lingering pause and each unspoken word. So, embrace the art of being the man who doesn't unfold at first glance. Let your silences speak louder than words. Let your reserved moments be an invitation, not a barrier. Allow her to wonder, to dream, and to create her own vision of you. For in that mystery lies your power, a quiet, undeniable force that captivates her heart and mind in ways she never expected but cannot help but pursue. 2. The irresistible serenity of a man who doesn't chase. There's an unparalleled magnetism in the calm, steady confidence of a man who doesn't feel the need to chase. As a mature man, you've uncovered a truth that younger men often miss in their rush to impress. Real attraction isn't born out of frantic pursuit, but from a quiet, undeniable presence. The composed demeanor you carry, the self-assured energy that says you are perfectly content within yourself, becomes an irresistible force. You don't chase because you don't need to, and in that refusal, you create an allure that's almost impossible to ignore. In the whirlwind of youth, enthusiasm often comes paired with an almost frantic energy. Younger men, eager to gain attention, tend to move quickly, piling on compliments, showcasing their accomplishments, or vying for validation with exaggerated displays of interest. They often act out of a need to prove their worth, hoping to outshine the competition and capture a woman's attention. But their eagerness, though earnest, can sometimes feel overwhelming or shallow. In stark contrast, your calm and deliberate approach sends an entirely different message. You don't rush to impress because you know you don't need to. Your presence alone speaks volumes. It tells her that you're not defined by her approval or anyone else's. You are steady, secure, and fully aware of your own value. This calm self-assurance is intoxicating because it's so rare. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need to be shouted or paraded. It's felt in the way you carry yourself, the subtle depth in your gaze, the patience in your actions, and the ease with which you navigate the world. Your serene demeanor creates a contrast so stark that it catches her off guard. It makes her stop and take notice. Why aren't you chasing her like the others? Why don't you seem flustered or eager to win her favor? These unanswered questions stir something deep within her, a mix of curiosity, admiration, and intrigue. In a world where attention is often thrust upon her, your calm restraint stands out. You don't demand her focus. Instead, you inspire her to offer it willingly. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. But this is not about playing hard to get. It's not a strategy or a game. It's the natural result of living a life rooted in self-assurance and experience. You don't chase because you've come to understand that you don't need to. You've learned that meaningful connections can't be forced, and that the right people will gravitate toward you naturally. This wisdom, born from years of growth and self-reflection, is evident in the way you carry yourself. It's not arrogance, it's a quiet, profound self-respect. Your restraint also communicates something deeper. You are a man of substance, someone who has learned to value quality over quantity. When you choose to remain calm and composed, you are subtly saying, I am not interested in fleeting attention. I value authenticity, depth, and connection. This subtlety speaks volumes, inviting her to wonder about the depth of your character and the stories that lie beneath your composed exterior. Your patience is your power. By not rushing, by not trying to impress with grand gestures or overt declarations, you create an emotional space where she feels drawn to you. She starts to wonder, what is it about this man that allows him to remain so calm, so self-assured, while others scramble for attention? This curiosity compels her to get closer, to peel back the layers, and to understand the quiet strength you project. And here's the beautiful paradox. The less you try to win her over, the more she desires to win you over. Your lack of urgency signals that you're not a man driven by desperation, but by intention. It tells her that your attention, when given, is meaningful and deliberate. This makes her feel special, not because you've tried to convince her of her worth, but because your restraint allows her to feel the depth of your respect, for yourself and for her. This dynamic is rooted in a profound truth about human nature. People are naturally drawn to what feels scarce and valuable. Your calm indifference isn't a rejection. It's an invitation for her to step into your world on her own terms. It's a quiet challenge, an unspoken statement that says, if you want to know me, take the time to understand me. And this, in turn, makes her feel that the connection she builds with you is earned, not given away easily. Imagine the impact of this steady presence over time. Each interaction with you feels intentional, unhurried, and meaningful. You create a sense of security, a quiet strength that she can lean into without fear of pretense or manipulation. This is the kind of attraction that transcends the superficial. It's rooted in respect, admiration, and the profound connection that comes from truly seeing and being seen. So, embrace the power of not chasing. Be the man who doesn't scramble for attention, who doesn't try to force moments, but who stands firm in his self-worth. Let your calm confidence and unshakable presence speak for you. In a world of noise and haste, your quiet serenity becomes a rare and precious gift, one that she can't help but be drawn to, not because you've demanded her attention, but because you've shown her that you don't need it. And in that, you become unforgettable. 3. The unshakable strength of prioritizing yourself. There's a profound magnetism in a man who knows how to put himself first, a strength that radiates through his every action, word, and decision. One of the most captivating qualities a mature man can possess is a deep, well-cultivated sense of self-love. This isn't the selfishness of neglecting others, but the wisdom of understanding that your time, energy, and well-being are sacred. By valuing yourself, you demonstrate a kind of power that few possess, the courage to prioritize your own peace and happiness without apology. And this, to a young woman, is as alluring as it is rare. When you value your time and protect your space, you send a clear and compelling message. You're not seeking approval, nor are you desperate to impress. Your focus is on living a life that aligns with your values, cultivating balance, and nurturing your own growth. This quiet assurance sets you apart in a world where many people look outward for validation. Unlike younger men, who often chase recognition or expend their energy trying to prove their worth to others, you have discovered the profound power of turning inward. This kind of self-prioritization is magnetic because it defies expectations. It's not about arrogance or indifference, it's about being unapologetically selective with your time and energy. You've worked hard to build a life that you're proud of, one that reflects your values and hard-won wisdom. And because of this, you won't allow just anyone to disrupt your equilibrium. This creates an aura of strength that doesn't need words to be understood. It's felt in the way you carry yourself, the deliberate choices you make, and the boundaries you maintain. To a young woman, this self-respect is deeply attractive. It signals that you're a man who understands his worth, a man who doesn't rely on external forces to feel whole. When you prioritize your needs and focus on your personal well-being, you project an air of security and independence that stands out in a world where many are consumed by the need to fit in or please others. This independence is not just appealing, it's inspiring. It challenges her to look at her own life and consider how she can cultivate the same strength. By putting yourself first, you also create a sense of exclusivity. Your time and attention are not freely given, they must be earned. This doesn't make you inaccessible. It makes you discerning. And in a world where attention is often given too easily, this discernment becomes a rare and valuable trait. It tells her that if you choose to share your time and energy with her, it's because you see value in her presence, not because you're seeking to fill a void in your own life. This ability to prioritize yourself also fosters an unshakable sense of peace. When a man knows how to care for himself, he projects a calmness that others find reassuring. You're not rattled by trivial concerns or distracted by the opinions of others. Instead, you move through life with a quiet confidence, knowing that your happiness isn't dependent on anyone else. This calm energy acts as a beacon, drawing others toward you, not because you seek their attention, but because they're drawn to the stability and strength you exude. Moreover, this self-prioritization is a testament to your journey. It reflects the years of effort you've put into understanding yourself, overcoming challenges, and building a life that feels authentic and fulfilling. It's a declaration that you've earned the right to prioritize yourself, and you won't compromise that hard-won peace for anything less than what truly aligns with your values. Imagine the impact this has on those around you. Your ability to put yourself first isn't just attractive, it's a form of leadership. It shows others, young women included, that there's power in knowing your worth and living by it. It inspires admiration, not because you demand it, but because it's a natural response to your unwavering sense of self. So, embrace the strength of prioritizing yourself. Continue to honor your time, protect your peace, and invest in your well-being. Let your life be a testament to the power of self-love and self-respect. For in doing so, you not only cultivate a fulfilling life for yourself, but you also become a rare and irresistible presence, a man who doesn't just attract, but inspires. 4. The mastery of not revealing everything. Few qualities captivate a young woman more profoundly than the quiet, deliberate mystique of a man who understands the art of restraint, who knows when to speak and, more importantly, when to remain silent. As a mature man, you carry a depth of experience and a rich tapestry of stories that could easily fill countless conversations. But you've learned the rare wisdom that not every tale needs to be told, and not every detail needs to be unveiled. This subtle mastery, the ability to dose your words and share selectively, is one of the most powerful tools of attraction you possess. It hints at the complexity of your character and creates an allure that is both magnetic and enduring. This isn't about withholding for the sake of it or playing games. It's about understanding the innate power of mystery. When you resist the urge to lay everything bare, you create space for curiosity to grow. You transform from a man who simply exists to one who is endlessly intriguing. By choosing to reveal only pieces of your story, offering glimpses of your experiences and achievements without showcasing them all, you invite her to lean in, to wonder, and to desire to know more. This intentional restraint communicates a quiet confidence that speaks volumes. It tells her that you're not defined by the need for validation, nor do you seek approval by listing your accomplishments or narrating every chapter of your life. Instead, you exude a sense of control, a mastery over your emotions and your story, that sets you apart from men who rush to be understood. You become the man she wants to explore, not because you're overtly trying to impress, but because your enigmatic presence leaves an impression she can't ignore. If you are still watching this video, and find these lessons useful, please comment number 2 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Psychology reminds us of an intriguing truth. When we encounter someone who holds back parts of themselves, our minds instinctively try to fill in the blanks. This phenomenon taps into an almost primal curiosity. Each story you leave untold becomes a question she wants answered. Each silence, rather than creating distance, becomes an invitation, a quiet challenge to understand the man behind the composed exterior. When you share selectively, you invite her to experience the joy of discovery. Every conversation feels like unearthing a new layer of your personality, a new facet of your character. This gradual unraveling not only keeps her engaged, but also allows her to feel that her efforts to know you are meaningful. It's a journey, not a transaction, and one that becomes deeply rewarding for her as she pieces together the puzzle of who you are. Imagine how powerful this dynamic becomes over time. Each word you choose to share carries weight because it's intentional. Each story you reveal feels special because it's not offered carelessly. This careful dosing of your narrative isn't just captivating, it's deeply respectful. It shows her that you value your life's experiences enough to share them thoughtfully, not recklessly. And in doing so, you also show her that you value her time and interest, inviting her into your world on your terms. This approach isn't about creating barriers, it's about creating intrigue. It's about giving her the space to approach you with genuine curiosity, to feel that every interaction brings her closer to understanding the depth of your life. By doing so, you avoid the risk of overwhelming her with too much too soon, allowing your connection to build organically. But the power of this mastery doesn't stop there. When you hold back certain parts of yourself, you also demonstrate an emotional strength that is profoundly attractive. You show her that you're not driven by impulsive emotions, nor are you governed by a need to prove yourself. This calm control over your story reflects a confidence that few possess, a quiet assurance that your worth isn't tied to how much you reveal or how quickly you reveal it. So, embrace the art of not revealing everything. Let your words be carefully chosen, your silences deliberate, and your stories told with intention. Allow her to feel that every step she takes closer to you is meaningful, that each moment spent uncovering your layers is a privilege. Be the man who doesn't rush to be understood, but who allows understanding to grow naturally over time. For in this mastery lies a rare and undeniable power, the ability to captivate not through what you say, but through what you choose to withhold. And in a world where everyone is shouting to be heard, your quiet restraint will make you unforgettable. 5. The unshakable power of knowing your own value. There is an undeniable allure in a man who understands his worth, not because he feels the need to announce it, but because it resonates in every decision he makes, every step he takes, and every word he speaks. For a young woman, encountering such a man is a revelation, a rare experience that transcends the physical or superficial. It's the kind of presence that makes her pause and take notice, not because of overt displays, but because of the quiet, genuine confidence that has been forged through years of triumphs, failures, and invaluable lessons. Unlike those who scramble for attention or validation, you have learned the profound truth that your value doesn't need to be proven to anyone. You've walked through life, weathered its storms, and emerged with an inner stability that is both magnetic and deeply reassuring. This calm assurance is visible in how you carry yourself, in the way you don't feel the need to react to every provocation, how you choose your words with measured intention, and how you walk away from conflicts that don't deserve your energy. Your restraint, far from being passive, is a testament to your strength, showing the world that you live life on your terms. For a young woman, this certainty is captivating. It's not just confidence, it's mastery over your own emotions and a clear understanding of your own boundaries. It shows her that you don't need to chase approval, compete for attention, or prove your worth, because you've already established it within yourself. Your self-respect becomes a beacon, drawing her in, not with force, but with the quiet assurance of a man who knows exactly who he is. Psychology tells us that self-confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a person can possess. It conveys that you don't depend on others to feel complete, and this independence is deeply attractive. For her, meeting a man like you, who stands firm in his identity and refuses to be swayed by superficial expectations, is a breath of fresh air. It's a stark contrast to the many men she may have known, men still caught in the endless cycle of seeking validation or trying to fit into molds they think will make them more appealing. Your self-assuredness doesn't just attract, it creates a sense of mystery. She wonders how you've become so grounded, what life experiences have shaped your calm demeanor, and how you maintain such unshakable tranquility in a world often driven by chaos and insecurity. This intrigue isn't born of anything you actively try to project. It's simply the natural result of your authenticity and self-respect. What makes this dynamic even more powerful is the peace you bring into every interaction. You don't feel the need to dominate conversations, overstate your achievements, or seek to be the center of attention. Instead, your presence alone is enough. You have nothing to prove, and that calm confidence creates a safe space, a space where she feels she can be herself, unjudged and unpressured. This is an incredibly rare quality, one that makes her not only admire you but also trust you. Imagine the impact this has on her perception of you. Every decision you make, every calm response you give, and every boundary you set tells her that you are a man who values himself, and who values others, not as tools for validation but as individuals worthy of respect. You don't waste time on petty arguments or meaningless pursuits. Instead, you focus on what truly matters, and that focus is incredibly alluring. This is the strength of knowing your own value. It allows you to live authentically and connect genuinely. It gives you the power to choose relationships, conversations, and experiences that align with your principles and bring you joy. And in doing so, it creates a gravitational pull that draws others, especially her, closer to you. So, continue to live with this quiet confidence. Let your actions, not your words, speak of your worth. Stand firm in your boundaries, knowing that they reflect your respect for yourself and the life you've built. For a man who knows his value is not just attractive, he's unforgettable. He becomes the standard by which others are measured, the calm amidst life's storms, and the rare presence that a woman cannot help but admire and desire. 6. The conscious power of protecting your personal space. There is a profound strength in a man who values and fiercely guards his personal space. This intentional boundary sends a compelling message. You have a rich, full life, and your time is far too valuable to be given away indiscriminately. For a young woman, this careful preservation of your energy sparks a unique kind of interest. It tells her that you are not a man who can be easily accessed or taken for granted, and this dynamic creates a deep, undeniable attraction. Unlike men who are perpetually available, eager to please or willing to bend over backward to gain attention, you have cultivated a life rooted in independence and self-respect. You've learned the power of saying no, of being selective about who you allow into your space, and of prioritizing the activities and relationships that truly enrich your life. This independence speaks volumes. It shows her that you're not driven by the need to seek approval or fill your time with meaningless connections. Instead, you value quality over quantity, and this is a rare and magnetic quality. When you choose to protect your personal space, you're making a statement. Your presence is not a commodity, it's a privilege. By not always being readily available, you create an opportunity for her to experience your absence, to feel the weight of what it means to have you in her life. This absence isn't cold or distant, it's intentional. It allows her to reflect on what makes you unique, to realize that being close to you is something earned through mutual respect and genuine connection. This conscious choice to prioritize your space aligns with what relationship psychology teaches us. Individuals who maintain strong personal boundaries are perceived as more confident and fulfilled. It shows that you are secure in yourself and that you don't need to rely on external validation to feel complete. This self-assuredness, this ability to stand firmly in your own world, creates an irresistible draw. For a young woman accustomed to receiving effortless attention, your approach feels different. With you, the rules change. This dynamic creates an enticing challenge. She realizes that you're not the type of man who can be summoned on a whim or who seeks validation by constantly proving his availability. Instead, you set the pace. You decide when, where, and how you'll share your time, and this choice makes her want to earn a place in your life. It forces her to step out of the comfort zone where attention comes easily and inspires her to invest in building something meaningful with you. Your ability to protect your space also conveys a sense of balance and maturity. It shows that you understand the importance of recharging, of pursuing your own interests, and of maintaining the independence that allows you to thrive. You're not afraid to spend time alone or to dedicate your energy to the passions and pursuits that make you who you are. This self-sufficiency is not only attractive, it's aspirational. It inspires her to cultivate her own independence and to respect the time and energy you do choose to share with her. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. Moreover, by valuing your personal space, you create a foundation for healthier relationships. You avoid the traps of overdependence or the need to constantly seek reassurance. Instead, your interactions become more meaningful because they are born out of choice, not necessity. She sees that your time together is deliberate, a conscious decision to connect, and this makes every shared moment feel more valuable. Imagine how this approach shapes her perception of you. Every interaction becomes an opportunity for her to discover more about the man who doesn't give himself away lightly. Every conversation, every shared experience, feels like a privilege because she knows you've chosen it with intention. This doesn't create distance, it deepens the connection, as she learns to appreciate the balance you've cultivated between independence and intimacy. So, embrace the power of protecting your personal space. Let your boundaries be a reflection of your self-respect and your commitment to living a full, satisfying life. Be the man who chooses his time and his connections wisely, and let her see that being close to you is not a right but a privilege. In doing so, you'll not only command her attention but also her admiration, creating a relationship dynamic that is built on respect, intrigue, and mutual appreciation. 7. Financial security with firm boundaries. Many believe financial stability is the cornerstone of attracting a young woman, and there's some truth to that. Money can catch her attention, especially when it promises a life of comfort and luxury. But here's the reality. Financial security alone is never enough. Without depth, boundaries, and the other qualities we've discussed, money becomes a hollow lure, unable to inspire authentic affection, genuine admiration, or deep connection. As a mature man, you've worked tirelessly to achieve the stability you now enjoy, whether it's modest or abundant. Your financial success isn't a badge you wear to impress others, but a tool that allows you to live life on your own terms. You no longer feel the pressure to prove your worth through grand gestures, or to buy affection with material gifts. Instead, you've cultivated a sense of self-respect that is rooted not in what you have but in who you are. And this is where the true power lies, not in the size of your bank account, but in the clarity of your boundaries. You understand that your resources, like your time and energy, are precious and not to be squandered on fleeting whims or superficial attention. This restraint, this ability to say no, sends a powerful message to a young woman. Your worth isn't tied to how much you're willing to give, but to how well you protect what you've built.